Welcome, soul family. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I love you guys so much. Here we are, guys. It's a new day. I'm out here, vibing. I decided to come out here, came to handle some business. So I'm just here at one of my spots as usual, going about my life, doing whatever I may be doing, right? And it's currently 6 p.m. as you can see, almost 6 p.m. So yeah, I'm still recording some videos, just vibing, having deep conversations about life, imagining, strategizing, right, etc. before I head home. Thank God you can still see me pretty well with the phone light and whatever light may be around me, so I can still record videos even though it's pretty dark outside. So, even though it's 6 p.m. in winter, today is Yoga Day. Happy Yoga Day, y'all. Happy Yoga Day. Happy Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers. Shout out to yoga as well, y'all. 21st of June today, guys. 2026. So, amen to that, y'all. Shout out to all the hardworking, awesome dads out there. Love you guys so much, y'all. And whether no one gives you your flowers, I'm giving you your flowers right now, man. Give yourself your flowers, man. God sees you, bro. Like, we know how hard you guys work. We know you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders and you don't let anyone see it sometimes. So shout out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day, baby. Happy Yoga Day, baby. Yoga is way more than just yoga poses, guys. Yoga is healing. Yoga is like breathing. So there's more to yoga than just poses, right? Breathing is also a part of yoga, right? Hey Google, what are the different types of yoga from the ancient Indian teachings?
Here are the primary types of yoga, each with a different focus. Vinyasa, fast-paced fluid classes that link movement with breath. Hatha, slower-paced classes focusing on basic postures and holding them for a few breaths. Ashtanga, a rigorous, fast-paced series of sequential poses practiced in a specific order. Yin, a quiet, meditative practice with floor-based poses held for several minutes to target deep connective tissues. Iyengar, a precise practice focusing heavily on alignment, often utilizing props like blocks, straps, and blankets. Kundalini, a practice blending spiritual and physical elements, using repetitive movements, breathwork, and chanting to release dormant energy. Bikram/hot yoga, postures practiced in a heated room to deep stretch muscles and promote sweating.
That's really cool, guys. I've done vinyasa. Have I done? I think I've done vinyasa. I'm pretty sure. Um, I've done some classes, a few yoga classes, guys. So yeah, exactly. There's all sorts of yoga and meditation practices, guys. These are just a few. These are just a few, guys. It's interesting to look into like ancient Vedic texts, for examples, but obviously you can also invent, and modern science, for example, the Huberman breathing, the Sai meditation technique, for example, is one of them. Then you have modern teachers like Sadhguru, Osho. You have Carl Jung's philosophy, and obviously Osho and used to learn from Jung and Nietzsche, and like it goes on and on. The chain goes on and on. There's so many teachers. Camus. You could keep going back and find new teachers, new ideas, different permutations of ideas. But yeah, meditation, yoga is science backed, guys. I love yoga. So happy Yoga Day today, baby. Shout out yoga. I've heard of like goat yoga, G. We need to be doing some goat yoga, y'all. Goat yoga in the fucking sauna. Oh my goodness. What more can I say, y'all? Hey Google, since today is Yoga Day, could you tell us about the history of yoga? Some interesting deep facts from ancient Vedic or where Hindu philosophy or whatever, something that could blow our minds that like no one knows about or something. That would be cool.
Happy International Day of Yoga. While most people view yoga as a physical workout, its ancient origins are vastly different and deeply profound. Here are 3 mind-blowing historical facts from Vedic and Hindu philosophy that reveal the true hidden nature of yoga. The original yoga had 0 poses. In the oldest Vedic texts, the Rigveda, over 3,500 years old, yoga didn't mean stretching. The word literally meant to yoke or harness horses to a chariot. It was a metaphor for disciplining the wild horses of the mind and senses to achieve higher states of consciousness. Physical postures, asanas, weren't heavily emphasized until the Hatha Yoga movement thousands of years later. The universe is a musical vibration. According to Nada Yoga, the yoga of sound, the universe is made of 2 types of sound. A hatha is struck sound, anything we hear in the physical world. But the ultimate goal was to hear anahata, the unstruck sound. This is the cosmic, silent vibration of the universe itself, which masters claimed could be heard in deep meditation, the ultimate mind hack textbook. When Patanjali wrote the Yoga Sutras, the foundational text of yoga, he dedicated only a few verses to physical postures. The entire rest of the text is a radical hyperpsychological manual on how to systematically shut down the thought waves of the mind,
Whoa.
to shatter the illusion of time and ego. What specific school of ancient philosophy or meditation technique would you like to dive into next?
How cool is that? I may have done Hatha Yoga potentially, or Vinyasa. I've done one of the two, or both. But anyway, I did a cool yoga class. Cool. Some cool yoga classes. This is really interesting. Exactly, guys. You see, so in the original Rig Veda 3,500 years ago, 0 poses. What? Didn't mean stretching. It meant to yoke. So, like, it's all about transcending your mind, guys. It's all about spirituality, right? Not necessarily the poses. It includes all sorts of techniques. Nada yoga, that's something new I've learned about. Who is Patanjali? Okay, I spelled that wrong, but
Sage Patanjali, often phonetically written or misheard as Patanjali, is the ancient Indian philosopher, scholar and yogi revered as the father of modern yoga for compiling the foundational text known as the Yoga Sutras. Here are a few quick, fascinating facts about him. The great synthesizer Patanjali didn't actually invent yoga. It existed for centuries before him in various oral traditions. His genius was capturing all those scattered, complex practices and organizing them into a brilliant 196 aphorism psychological manual. The 8 limbs. He introduced the Ashtanga, 8-limbed yoga framework. It provides a step-by-step blueprint for life, moving from ethics and social conduct, yamas and niyamas, all the way to deep, meditative absorption, samadhi. The divine myth. In Hindu tradition, he is often depicted as a half-human, half-serpent deity. Mythologically, he is considered an incarnation of Anantashesha, the cosmic serpent upon whom Lord Vishnu rests, symbolizing the preservation of sacred knowledge.
very interesting and cool. Could you find us some verses from some of these ancient texts to help us commemorate and celebrate Yoga Day to kind of blow people's minds, maybe? Yeah.
Here are 3 powerful verses from ancient texts that completely redefine yoga, perfect for sharing on Yoga Day. 1. Defining yoga as perfect equanimity, yoga karma sukhaushalam. Greater than Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 50. The mind blow, this translates to, yoga is skill in action. It reminds us that yoga isn't about how flexible you are on a mat. It's about how gracefully, mindfully, and efficiently you navigate the challenges, actions, and chaos of daily life. 2. The ultimate definition of mind control, Yoga Chitta Vritti nirodhah. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras 1.2. The mind blow. This is the literal definition of yoga according to its founding text. Yoga is the cessation of the modifications of the mind. In modern terms, yoga is the ultimate mind hack to completely shut down the mental chatter, anxieties, and constant thought loops we experience every day. 3. Finding freedom within yourself. Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayit atmaiva hi atmano bandhur atmaiva ripur atmana. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 5. The mind blow, this translates to elevate yourself by your own mind. Do not degrade yourself, for the mind is your greatest friend, and the mind is your worst enemy. This classical text places the ultimate power of self-realization and mental wellness entirely in your own hands, highlighting the psychological depth of ancient yogic philosophy.
Exactly, guys. It's pretty cool. Hey, elevate yourself by your own mind. Do not degrade yourself, for the mind is your greatest friend and the mind is your worst enemy. So, everything that we're teaching, all the things these gurus, these philosophers are teaching, is kind of like the same message permutated, you know? They've been teaching it for thousands and thousands of years. Humans have faced a similar issue, you know, of like the mind. You know, people get spirituality in the mind, guys. It's just something that is intertwined with life, right? And it still holds true to this day, thousands of years later. Because the way you talk to yourself, like I talk about even to this day, right? The narrative you choose, right? The seeds you choose to plant in your mind, focusing on gratitude, right? It can be your greatest friend or your worst enemy. So you make the choice, friend, from the Bhagavad Gita. And then this is pretty interesting. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. Yoga is the cessation of the modifications of the mind. Yoga is the cessation of the modifications of the mind. Ultimate mind hack to completely shut down the mental chatter, anxieties, and constant thought loops we experience every day. So it turns out that's more common than we think, eh? Okay, so give me more of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, and what came first, the Bhagavad Gita or the Patanjali's Yoga Sutras? Give us some of the oldest text you can find for us, and yeah, some more stuff to blow our mind on Yoga Day before we end the video. Thank you very much.
The Bhagavad Gita came first, composed roughly between the 5th and 2nd centuries BCE, whereas Patanjali's Yoga Sutras were compiled later around the 400 CE. Here is a look at the oldest roots of yoga, more mind-bending sutras, and a powerful final insight to close out your video. The chronology, which came first? The Bhagavad Gita, tilde 500 BCE to 200 BCE. This text weaves yoga into a grand narrative of duty, action, and devotion amidst a crisis on a battlefield. It treats yoga as a lifestyle and state of mind. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, tilde 400 CE. Coming centuries later, Patanjali took the sprawling concepts found in the Gita and older texts and standardized them into a concise, scientific, step-by-step psychological handbook. The absolute oldest yoga text, the Rigveda, tilde 1500 BCE. If you want to quote the absolute oldest origin, it is the Rigveda. In it, the earliest seed of yoga is found in a cryptic hymn describing the Kisha, the long-haired ecstatic ascetics. These ancient mystics didn't practice stand-up poses. They fasted, drank sacred elixirs, and meditated until they believed they could fly on the wind, commune with gods, and perceive the entire cosmos. Mind-blowing sutras from Patanjali, to leave your audience truly stunned, drop these two precise concepts from the Yoga Sutras. Sutra 1.3 Tada drashtu svarupe vasthanam. The translation: Then the seer dwells in his own true nature, the mind blow. Patanjali argues that when you quiet your mind, you don't achieve peace. You realize that you are inherently peace. Your thoughts, worries, and ego are just clouds passing by. You are the sky. Sutra 3.38 Mastering the Invisible Channels. The concept: In the third chapter, Vibhuti-pada, Patanjali discusses extraordinary psychic powers, siddhis. He claims that by focusing deep meditative absorption, samyama, on the udana, the upward flowing life energy in the throat, a yogi can become weightless, levitate, and walk on water or thorns without touching them. The ultimate video closer for Yoga Day. If you think yoga is just about touching your toes, the ancient masters would tell you that you're missing the entire universe. The ultimate goal of yoga isn't to change your body, it's to completely dismantle the illusion of who you think you are, revealing the infinite consciousness that has been sitting quietly inside you all along.
Interesting, guys. This is actually pretty interesting. So, the Rigveda, I'm guessing that's around 3,500, 4,000 years ago. These guys are cool, guys. Found in a cryptic hymn describing the Kesha, the long-haired, ecstatic ascetics who fasted, drank sacred elixirs, and meditated until they believed they could fly on the wind. Kind of sounds like the modern day alchemist. Like a modern day mystic, basically. Like, basically mystics, right? Ancient mystics. Sutras from Patanjali. Then the seer dwells in his own true nature. Your own true nature, guys, argues that when you quiet your mind, you don't achieve peace, you realize that you are inherently peace. Your thoughts, worry, and ego are just clouds passing by. You are the sky. Let's go, baby. We've heard that one, haven't we? Sutra 338, Mastering the Invisible Channels. This one's interesting as well, guys. In the third chapter, Vibhuti-pada, Patanjali discusses extraordinary psychic powers, siddhis. He claims that by focusing deep meditative absorption, samyama, on the udana, the upward flowing life energy in the throat, a yogi can become weightless, levitate, and walk on water or thorns without touching them. That's super fucking interesting. So, guys, this video is pretty long at this point, but definitely want to go deeper into all of this stuff. Today is Yoga Day, so happy Yoga Day, y'all. Still might have a bit more time before I head home, so I might just go deeper into these texts in the next video. I'm gonna end this one here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, soul family. Adios, mi familia de sol.